Hey y'all. I usually, try to fix my hair and look sort of decent when I talk to y'all. But what I want to talk to you about tonight is raw. And to be honest, I'm scared. But it was the first lesson I learned in jiu-jitsu. And it, I think, is the reason I fell so in love with it. I need to give you a little background. I have suffered from quite severe chronic low back and sciatic pain for 10 years. There's a lot of medical reasons why. I understand it all. I was compliant with all of my doctor's treatment recommendations. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to physical therapy. I can't tell you how many times I've done surgeries, procedures, medications, everything to simply be able to function minimally. Okay? And I'm going to talk about that journey a little bit more in depth later. But when I started stopping in and saying hi, and Fredson kept saying, come train, come train. In my mind, I kept saying, no, I have to, I have a bad back, I have this injury, I can't do this. And finally I told him, I said, I have a bad back. And he's like, okay. And I didn't explain everything. And Fredson was kind enough and patient enough to start rolling actually gently and teaching gently. And the first day after I rolled, I felt muscle soreness in other parts of my body, but I felt strong and I felt excited. And I realized over the following weeks that I have spent years protecting my pain. I have spent years following every prescribed intervention and convincing myself that full, engaged, active life wasn't meant to be for me. It just wasn't. And when I got on the mat and I fell in love with it, I realized that protecting my pain had never eliminated it. All it had done is eliminate me from my life. And from having the audacity to try new things, because that might aggravate my pain. That might get in touch with it. That might make it hurt worse. I can't do that. I can't risk upsetting my doctors. I can't risk telling them, oh, I tried this new activity and now I'm in worse pain. For years, I protected this injury and probably, honestly, made it worse by protecting it, because the rest of my body became weaker. My mindset became weaker. My mindset shifted to feeling frustrated and angry and incapable, but also feeling misunderstood because I was ashamed of my pain. So I wouldn't talk about it. I wouldn't be honest about it. Very few people knew. Very few people were willing to have a candid conversation with me about it. And then I rolled. And I stopped protecting the pain. And I'm going to tell you, I couldn't do drills. I couldn't breathe through drills. I couldn't breathe through one 5-minute roll, let alone have the strength to accomplish, or the skill or the knowledge to accomplish anything impressive. But the friendship, the camaraderie, the support, the encouragement, the respect of my teammates, and the absolute acceptance when I began to sort of tell some of my teammates, it freed me from that secret. The secret that I considered myself a victim of my body. And I considered myself unable to control that. And I considered myself less worthy and less deserving of pursuing opportunities because I had pain that needed to be protected and hidden because no one would understand, no one would respect my weakness. As I've rolled and trained, I've caught myself suddenly realizing I did 3 rolls and like full rolls, full 5-minute rolls, and I recovered okay. Between rolls, what? Or I remember the night that I realized I got up and I used my bad leg to do it. I never did that. Never. And the day I realized that I was comfortably sitting in a V-sit. I haven't done a V-sit since before I had children. And I was doing it, and I was navigating it. And, a friend of mine said to me the other night, said, "Geez, every time you send me a picture, your body is changing. You're more toned. You're stronger. And the way you carry yourself is stronger." I am by no means great at rowing or at jiu-jitsu. I approached it with very, very minimal physical background. I was not an athlete in high school. I was in choir and theater. I didn't have a background in sports. If you ask me, I honestly, my gym teacher, poor man, when my gym teacher in school as a kid, high school, junior high, tried to make us all run, I actually found a research paper saying that running could contribute to breast cancer, took it to him and told him he shouldn't make me run. So I had no athletic background coming in. None. And my journey may take a lot longer than other people's. But when I stopped protecting my pain, I finally started freeing myself from it. This morning I sat in my doctor's office and we cried together. As I told her the story of how I found jiu-jitsu. Or really, jiu-jitsu found me. And how because I loved it, I was willing to risk my pain to do it. And that as I felt my body grow stronger and my confidence grow, I felt less need for the medications and the interventions that hadn't been helping anyway, really. Okay, the meds masked, but they never eliminated. And now it's time to apply that to life. We all carry pain, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual, or mental. We all carry pain. And we all tend to protect it and to hide it. Because we fear being judged, being seen as weak or as less than, or being pitied. As I said goodbye to my doctor today, not see you in a month, goodbye. I'll call again if I need you. It was such a relief. And it was made possible by Professor Fredson, by my amazing teammates and family members that I roll with, and by my incredible doctor, who was the first in 10 years that I felt safe enough with to trust her. That if I surrendered my pain, but had problems along the way, she would be there and she would support me and help me grow and reward my efforts, rather than telling me that she would drop me as a patient for no longer protecting that pain. Seeing her smile and excitement, to see my excitement and my badges of honor, it was a relief. It was a relief. When I went off my meds several months ago, it scared me. But I have a family that will support me. Stop protecting your pain. Hiding it, nurturing it, will never eliminate it. Realizing that pain is part of life and that that's okay. And some people won't understand. But if you have the courage to just keep going, just keep showing up, well, damn, you might just find a way to eliminate your pain. I know I did. I'm thankful for it. Now, what demons are you facing? What pain are you afraid to share? This is terrifying for me because there's so much judgment associated. But if I let the secret remain a secret, it always has me. Let it go. You don't need it. It's not serving you. It's not making you happy. And it sure as hell is not letting you live the fullest life you can.